recent border control policy about the quarantine.
Okay. I think many of you already know that their the new policy is still 3+4, right?
Yes.
And then the new policy says that since September 1st, the self-management 4 day can be at home, right? But I already confirmed to the MOL. Migrant workers not included. So all the migrant workers still have to be quarantined in the hotel for 8 days. Because the first day landing is not counted. First day is not counted, no matter you're a migrant worker or any citizen. First day is not counted, it's counted like 0 day. So actually you need to live in a hotel 1 + 7, 3 + 4.
8 days.
8 days.
Okay?
Migrant worker can 8 days.
Still 8 days, remains.
Migrant worker.
Because so many workers are arguing that the 4 days should be at home. I say, okay, you ask them more. Don't ask me. Don't trust me. Don't ask me. But I confirm again and again. It's still 8 days.
8 days.
Migrant worker.
Yeah.
It's same place.
Same place.
Same city.
Same hotel.
where you-
Same hotel.
Same
not,
hotel.
not allowed to be at home. Not allowed.
8 days.
So complete in the hotel.
Yeah. Still 8 days. But
Complete.
this border control. No voice now.
Yeah, listen now.
This border control is changing rapidly. Every 2 years,
Every 2 months.
every 2 weeks, there will be new announcement.
So let's wait. Let's
About
hope.
the COVID, if the worker have COVID, they have
No, no, no,
money.
no,
Financial
no.
assistance. No financial assistance for migrants.
It's from home because many say in the south, I get the money from the government. I already emailed in the government, and then the government talk to me and send the email and say, you get
You mean
the money.
Taiwan government? Taiwan government?
No, it's a worker in the south.
No, I mean, what government are you talking?
In Mexico, they email them.
Yeah, Philippine government, not Taiwan government.
No,
Financial assistance for COVID.
Sabi niya kasi nag-email siya sa Meco about the nag-COVID
She already asked me about that. It's about COVID.
Di ba about COVID?
So, which government?
She's not hospitalized.
Sabi niya nakareceive siya ng payment. Sabi niya,
So from this assistance from Philippine government,
no, it's in
Taiwan.
Okay, let me tell you one thing. I'm local people. I doesn't have also. And then, do you believe that Taiwan government will treat migrant worker better than locals?
The very first.
that now.
Yeah, even I don't have, okay? Okay, I just tell you, only quarantine compensation is still lasting. But quarantine is like this situation that you are not detected, but you still need to be quarantined. There are some situations like that, but almost no right now because they are already. Because I want to tell you that I don't know how to explain, but actually there's no compensation for the COVID-19 anymore now. It's for sure. Only thing is that if you have labor insurance, I'm not saying health insurance. I'm saying labor.
It's different. It's the different.
Yeah, but actually you don't have, right?
Yes.
If you have labor insurance, and actually you can apply for the subsidy, the compensation from labor insurance for 4 days. 4 days salary. 4 days salary.
4 days.
Yeah, only this.
Only 4 days.
4 days salary just maybe 2,000. 2,000. So
If you have labor.
it's for the only factory worker or the whoever has labor insurance can apply for that. But you domestic workers, if you don't have labor insurance. Then actually there's no government subsidy or compensation for the 7-day quarantine.
Only
Okay?
from labor insurance.
Yes.
Priscilla,
Yeah.
the quarantine is shouldered by the employer.
Oh, okay. It's a good question too.
Quarantine fees.
Basically, because your lodging, migrant domestic workers' lodging should be shouldered by the employer. So, when you are quarantined, you still need lodging. It's part of the lodging. So, of course, it need to be shouldered by the employer. Yes,
Shouldered by employer.
If you are employed.
yes, yes.
If you're
If you
employed.
are not, if you are unemployed.
If you're unemployed and you already give up the lodging, they let you leave and but you just say, I don't want to leave, and then, of course.
So, any more questions?
We update if there is news.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You said every 2 weeks then.
Yeah, but I just cleared since there's a new week's announcement that September 1, but not including migrant workers.
Yes.
Like the PCR free. It's also not included, right? But after 2 weeks, it's included.
Yeah.
It's not so. Yeah. So I'm saying that CDC announced anything in English doesn't count. Only thing count is announced by MOL.
From MOL.
Yeah.
We always
Yeah. So if you see CDC announce anything, then just forget about it. Just wait until the 1955 PH to announce. So it's related to migrant workers. So it's a discrimination. I complain. We
Yes.
complain to the government. It's a discrimination. Why CDC not including this, including that? They give so many excuses. But anyway, I just confirm that if you want to come back to Taiwan, then you need to follow. No choice. Okay.
So, any more questions? Are we all clear with that? So next is the campaign for legislation of Household Service Act.
There's no update.
That's already that's
Yeah, no update. Yeah.
no update yet for this.
Yeah.
So now we have the discussion for every regional issues.
No few regional leaders.
Yeah, every region groups. Is there any issues to discuss? Yeah, for the north, central, south, and east. So which is first to discuss? Sa north. So far so good.
Yeah, in Taipei.
In Taipei, in north.
Yeah. In
How about in central? The central region. Any issues? No issue. In south,
as of now already answered.
already answered about
We talking to
this
Answer already.
annual fees, annual pay. In the east, wala naman. Tahimik kami. Tahimik sa east. Sa Taoyuan.
May nagtatanong.
Aha.
Siguro mag-translate siya.
Yeah.
Totoo ba na yung 14 years may extension na another 3 years? No.
Yeah, there's a question about those who finished the 14 years service. Can they update?
No.
Tahimik kayo.
They said they haven't heard.
Two situations.
Oh, there's two situations.
There are two situations.
Uy, makinig tayo!
Two situations. Listen.
Okay. If you're 14 years finished before this year, December 31.
Yes.
Before. Then you can apply for extension for I think 1 year.
Yeah.
That is before.
Only 1 year or 6
Oh,
months.
but if your contract finished On January 2023, not allowed.
No more extension.
Only by the end of this year, okay?
They can still apply.
Yeah. For example, if your contract
Only 1 year.
finish like October 2022, then you can apply.
1 year.
Because this is a policy for the pandemic only.
Oh, due to pandemic.
Yes. So Taiwan government doesn't announce the special policy after the end of this year. No announcement.
2022.
Yeah, only so the present announcement is only until the end of this year.
This year.
So if your contract finish next year,
Yeah.
no,
extension.
we cannot say yes. We cannot say yes.
Maybe they will still have another update.
Yeah, if they have, but we cannot say yes.
Okay, Ms. Clear.
Because we don't know the pandemic the government will count it continue or not. We don't know. But so the situation is okay. If she finish next year, for example, three of our members they are finishing the 14 years next year. January is at the Rowena Umagai, right? She finish January next year. And then LD finish next March. And there's Lenani Suniga finish next also March. Yeah. They cannot apply for 1 year extension. But they can apply for mid-level skilled worker.
Okay.
So still can be extended.
Mid-level skilled worker is not counting the 14 years.
Oh,
So the only way to work in Taiwan over 14 years is to apply for the mid-level skill. And the mid-level skill, the request, do you remember? Firstly, your salary, your employer need to willing to pay you over 24.
24.
And another is that you need to pass the language exam. But the new policy is that if you cannot pass the language exam, there's other options. Firstly, you can attend the language class hosted by the community college or the local government
For certain hours.
for certain hours.
How many hours?
I don't remember. I think there will be another announcement from the 1955 PH because this just announced on Friday. Yeah, this is announced in Chinese on Friday. So I think 1955 PH is going to update. And another option is that if you already work for the same employer over 3 years, then the employer can just sign that he guaranteeing that you have the ability to speak Mandarin. Then there can be another way,
It's like a waiver thing.
yeah, to waiver the exam. Yeah. Or there's another option that if your employee is willing to pay you 26,000, then they can just totally skip the language part.
I can.
Oh, and then another thing is unavoided that you need to attending the online training over 40 hours. You know how to join the online training? Have
Also for language.
you need to in English. There's an online training offered by WDA. WDA is under the MOL. Yeah. If you try to see the migrant workers' rights, there's a website, right? There is additional training course, but you can only log in with your card reader and the health card.
The card reader.
Yeah, card reader and
To
health
register
card.
your health.
Yeah, register. If you don't have a card reader and health card, you are not able to join the online training. So what I say is that it's a very ridiculous policy. So as for
So
now,
complicated.
So as for now, I can the only thing I can do is to guide the employer to help you finish this. Okay? So government is really giving a very troublesome conditions.
Troublesome conditions.
Yeah. But anyway, we try to help those who are already 14 years, those members who are already 14 years. If we success, then they can guide you. Okay. That's what I can say.
So, let's finish the issues about the cases.
Cases?
Cases. In the north, Central. Sa south, madami. Cases
There are some cases in the south that was sold by the help of Laban of Kaohsiung. Actually, this is just recently about what we discussed about 21 days for 3 of our members. And also about the city. They are the one who assist the worker at Pintong Labor.
I learned Sinead.
Actually, they are not. Actually, BLA are not allowing them, the Philippine government. But if we, the one request, the BLA can do anything, just assist by the Philippine government with immigration and release because we cannot travel in Pinto. So that's why I asked Labat if Polo, better you request for Polo, not OWA. Because OWA and Polo is different. Always remember that. Polo is Philippine Overseas Labor Office and OWA is about welfare if you are sick. The reason why many bilingual is the one handling cases because those who are local hire are working in OWA. But definitely, those employee of Polo is not local hire. Bawal yun. Dapat talaga, ang nasa Polo ng bawat bansa, sa lahat ng tatlong mega offices, ay galing sa Pilipinas. Kaya much better, mas mataas kasi yun eh. Kaya much better, pagka magme-meko tayo, i-request natin assisted by Polo. Ngayon, kung nandun ang OWA, bilingual lang siya. But you must demand for Polo officer to handle your case.
Kumbaga, mas powerful ang Polo.
Because they are the labor representative under the labor attaché. So if there is no Polo, the Labat will be the one who assists you. So that's the structure of designation of work. So that's why all leaders, I want you to learn about the structure of those designation of work of every mega offices. Because right now, we have a new department now. And
You can draw it.
as we
You can draw it in the blackboard.
what?
You can draw it.
You can draw.
Because right now, it's just on the process of structural. Because the new Department of Migrant in the Philippines are attaching the OWA to Polo.
This is OWA. Ito yung
Polo. Right? They are
Under government.
under Department. Di ba dati DOLE? This is before. And this is DOLE is like an MOL, and under this is POEA. POEA. But right now, the new department, this is already dissolved. And this will be separate to Department of Migrant Worker. So this Department Migrant Worker, under this, before Polo is under POEA. POEA, teka. And then Polo, and then OWA. Ito, OWA.
Under.
Yes. No. Okay, yan, ganyan siya. Tapos, ngayon, eto na siya ngayon. So, wala na to, di ba? This is already dissolved. And then, nandito na siya. Wala nang POA. Nandito na siya ngayon, Polo.
Sa DMW.
And then, nandito na ngayon yung OWA. So yan ngayon, those over 10 million of Filipino workers will be under this. But in Taiwan is a mutant, it's like alienated because Taiwan is not considered as a country. So that's why we don't have embassy here and we call it de facto embassy. So in Taiwan, merong MECO, di ba? This is the Philippine Government Representative. In MECO, there are 2 offices. This is the MECO Consular Affairs. Consular Affairs. Nandito yung notarials. Tapos nandito yung passport. Passport office. Office. And then, ano yung isa? ATN. Ano yung ATN?
Assistant to National.
Assistant to the National.
Mga lawyer.
Assistant to the National. And this is Polo. MECO Polo.
OWA.
OWA. So, this is the difference. This is under this.
Yeah.
This is supposedly under DFA. But because it is not embassy, DFA cannot control these offices because they are not embassy. So it was controlled by the Philippine President, BBM.
Malacanang.
Oo, BBM.
Malacanang office.
So that why it's very confusing. The passport is controlled by the DFA. Consular, notarial, ATN is controlled by the Malacanang.
Yeah.
But right now, this ATN will be dissolved in here. This will not be under of the BBM. This will be the under of
OWA.
Department of, that's why, mandato under
Kasi ito mga to, kasi yung mga ano, yung mga mas mayayabang. So, mayayabang.
So, as you can
Assistant
see,
to National.
even Centro is respecting all of you if you are supporting BBM because Centro is supporting you. But the secretary was appointed here is Secretary Toots Ople. That's been working long time ago with Centro and Learn. And BBM respected Centro and Learn and Secretary Toots Ople. And most of the secretaries and the employees or higher officer that was appointed here is pro-worker. They are pro-worker.
So we are loyal.
And Admin Kakdak supposedly is the administrator of OWA, but he will be transferred to Polo. So it is more powerful. That's why many labor attaché are kind of threatened by us.
Paano ba pag pumalpak sila? Pwede natin sila.
Yes, no need to report the ATN
To
to the
Malacanang.
Malacanang, to Secretary Toots Ople.
Direct to,
Yeah, but this year is just they said it is still on process But Secretary Toots Ople promised us if they are not performing well, this
can
and
direct
this
to them.
can direct to the email that she gave us.
So is this already implemented?
Yeah, it's already in the law.
Started
this year.
January 1 is here.
Yeah, but because it's creating a new department, it's still structural this year. It's like a trial. But even
Yeah,
if
because
it's a
transferring.
trial, like for example, the last Zoom meeting that we had, many board, she pushed the Pag-ibig, SSS, and the PhilHealth, how we explain it, and even the other countries. Only Labat Chavez is the one who complied to the directive announcement of Secretary Toots Ople, and that was happened to 2 weeks ago, nagkaroon na ng Zoom meeting ang South na pinangunahan ni Labat about dun sa mga pag-ibig o and ano. Si Labat, there are 3 Labats in Taiwan. Those 2 labor attaché of Meko and Tauchung are attorney. They are lawyers. But Labat Des in the South is not a lawyer. But his track record in the Gulf, in the Middle East, are quite enough to deploy in Taiwan. And he's been a former Labat 20 years ago in Taipei Labor. Kaya idinala siya sa Meko Kaohsiung kasi alam niya na makakaya niyang mabago yun sa Meko Kaohsiung. Kaya siya nakikipag-cooperate sa atin because there were so many implemented rules and regulation in the Gulf that was assisted by the CMA, Center for Migrant Advocacy. They are the one who asked the new labor attaché of Meko Kaohsiung to have a meeting with us. So that's why Labat is a pro-union also in labor attaché in the South. But I don't know Labat Chavez and Labat Bien because they are lawyers. So this is the new structure. ATN will be under the Department of Migrant Workers, but consular affairs, notarial offices, and passport office will be still under the MECO. And MECO is under the Malacanang. And when we say 2 offices, that means this MECO is also controlling the offices of Polo OWA. But those 3 Labats, pwede kayong pumunta ng Polo OWA nang walang appointment. Bad trip din sila sa appointment. Polo OWA is also doesn't like the appointment system. The reason why they cannot change the system because the representative government is MECO, not them.
Paano ko makapasok ito kung sabit pa lang?
Oo nga.
Tumawag ka sa kanila. Don't go there without informing them.
Dapat sa OWA, wala talaga.
Yeah. Even the
Kahit
Can we
nag-pandemic,
have
walang
a
appointment
next
ang
meeting
When you introduce this.
Okay.
Yeah, because now the time.
So, yun, tandaan nyo.
It's already
But I'm really
Now
happy
we
when
still
ATN
have
will be under this. Because
three more topics.
offices of ATN in Taiwan, those are very conceited and proud. So right now, they will be under Secretary To's office. So let's see how they can perform.
I think it's a very important issue. So that's why I think maybe next meeting that we go down. This is all about.
So the leaders should learn.
Yeah.
What is the difference of 2 offices?
So now, next, this is we tackle this next meeting. So now we move on to souvenir for long-term members. So we have this policy. Yeah, the I can show them. The style,
I cannot miss projection, so I
the bag. Kaya encourage more your members.
May I?
Yeah.
The designer. Don't need to take a picture. I will share with you later. Later, I'll share with the group.